Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a quick divine masculine energy reading for the energy that I've been picking up on. I apologize I haven't been around this much this week. My schedule got much busier, so I don't have as much time for YouTube, but I promise I will still be here, just not posting as much. So really heavy energy this week with the full moon. You may have been feeling this too, but divine masculine energies has been in sort of this maze of dark thoughts. A lot of just feeling restricted, feeling trapped, feeling lost, feeling not really sure how to move beyond the things that have kind of kept them stuck for a very long time. Again, restricted, frustrated with the restrictions, wanting to move forward, but really just kind of in this space of feeling defeated in this stuck energy, stuck in the mud. It's funny, I was seeing a mountain and it was like feeling like they have to climb the mountain. They haven't reached the peak yet. Still, there's miles to go. I was hearing miles to go. And so it's been a very hard week emotionally. For some, they're dealing with a lot of things in their life as well. There could be some depression. There could be some other illnesses or family situations, family illnesses, things at work that are really putting them in this really dark, heavy space. But the divine masculine is just kind of feeling lost right now. Not really sure what to do, not really sure how to move forward. So definitely a much heavier energy than it's been. The only good thing is that this morning the energy lightened a bit. So there's a little bit more hope. There's a little bit more optimism, but still I'm hearing miles to go. They feel like they have miles to go. And so with that, let's just kind of tap in quickly to see where the divine masculine and energy and the divine feminine energy is at right now. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. Bring through a clear message of where the divine masculine and divine feminine are at currently. Yeah. Right. What else do you want to bring through? One more. Right. Okay, so yeah, 10 of staves, which would be 10 of wands in the traditional tarot, came out. Definitely both sides are feeling this heavier energy, feeling the weight of maybe for some responsibility that you may have had more responsibility in your life recently. You might be feeling alone on your journey, alone on your path. The divine masculine is feeling this energy as well. We have the Queen of Coins though, definitely representing the divine feminine. A lot of divine feminines are kind of leveling up, doing the work. For some, really working on themselves, working on their health, working on their wellness, working on their well-being. For others, working on their life path, their life purpose, and just building for themselves, wanting to be in a better position and wanting to feel more secure in general. For the divine masculine, the Hermit's coming out with contemplation. So there is a lot of contemplation. For the divine masculine, there's a lot of spending time alone, just needing to be alone, needing to be away from people because they're really trying to figure things out, trying to figure out how to move beyond the stuck energies. For some of them too, those who've been dealing with depression and sort of the really, really darker thoughts and darker stuff that's been happening. They've needed to be alone just for like their own healing and their own energy protection. And so a lot of time spent alone. And I'm feeling that for both sides. Like both sides are kind of feeling very lonely at this time. But I fear not, because there is something beautiful manifesting with magic coming through. You have Merlin, you have Vivian. This is divine alchemy. This is the number one. So there is a new beginning. There is a shift in energy. I felt it this morning. That heaviness of the Capricorn full moon is starting to clear out. And there's something beautiful manifesting here, a beautiful new beginning, an opening, a portal. You'll really start to see this around the Lion's Gate energy, where just sort of things, there's going to be like magical synchronicities and magical occurrences happening. With Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, this is the hand of fate. There is this beautiful destiny that is unfolding for the two of you, and it's going to bring the two of you together. So this is a time of just hoping and trusting and really, really just surrendering to your path. I saw this beautiful meme this morning. Is it's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay to not know where you're going. Just trust the process. And with Fortune coming in, it's like there is good fortune. There's favor from the gods for all of us on this journey, on this path. We just have to trust and believe it. But the luck is changing for all of us for the better. And it's moving beyond this Five of Staves energy. For some, this has been your inner conflict, whether to keep holding on to this situation, whether to let it go, not really feeling sure about what to do. Divine Masculine feels this a lot too. But for some of you, this could be actual conflict with your divine counterpart, or sort of being in a disharmonious state, not really seeing eye to eye. But that's healing because you have the awakening, which is the sun. You have Cupid and Psyche. And with this energy coming through, the sun brings happiness. The sun brings success. The sun brings enlightenment. The sun brings happiness and joy. And so through this whole process, through this whole journey, you will reach the sun. You will reach the light. And so will they. All right. With that, let's get into some oracle cards, just to kind of tap in a little bit further, see what wants to come through. I'm going to use the Quantum Oracle again. Just let me shuffle the deck. Higher Self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. What further messages do you want to bring through for the Divine Feminine right now to support her in this process with her Divine Masculine? One more, and this one's flying out. All right. So like I said, the energy's been heavier this week for everybody. For some of you, you're definitely feeling this consciousness of lack. You're feeling like, you know, where's my person? Why haven't things manifested for me? Why aren't things moving forward? And it's really, really important at this time to shift your energy from looking to the future and waiting for something to happen into the present moment, being happy and grateful now for everything that you have. Pick one thing that's going well in your life and focus on that, because once you do, that energy will expand into all the other areas of your life. Again, conflict is coming up, inner conflict, outer conflict. This is a time where people are highly triggered. And what's really important with conflict is to know when to pick and choose your battles. Not every fight is worth fighting. But other times there are fights that are worth fighting for, and times where you have to really stand your ground and hold your boundaries. And so again, just pick and choose your conflicts. Let go of the need to be right, but also set healthy boundaries for yourself, because we're the ones who train people how to treat us. And so if you're not setting healthy boundaries for yourself and you're allowing people to take advantage of you, you're going to continue getting that kind of treatment, and it will cause conflict in all areas of your life, okay? For those of you who are conflicting with others who are not your divine counterpart, just other people and other situations in your life, this is a time to sort of remove yourself from that dark and negative energy if you can. And just really, again, protect your energy and pick and choose your battles. There is new people coming in, new friends, new like-minded souls. Some of you really connecting with your soul tribe during this time. And so allow for new people, new situations, and new connections to come in, because they will really, really help you to move forward and lighten your energy at this time, all right? Things are a bit status quo. That's kind of what's playing into that consciousness of lack, is nothing's really moving forward. It's kind of feeling like a routine. But with the status quo, it's a good time to really set your intention and your goals for the future and start doing things to add more joy into your everyday life, so that you can start feeling more grateful and move beyond this consciousness of lack. And fear. There's a lot of fear that came up with this full moon period for all of us. A lot of purging. And so what you have to remember about fear is false evidence appearing real. The only way to truly move beyond fear is to really confront what you're afraid of. And sometimes it's not what you think. And so look at your fears and see if they're actual real things in your life, or if they're just assumptions and things that you've sort of created in your mind. That's really, really important, because oftentimes the things that we fear are actually not the truth at all. The other thing about fear is, during times where things are very status quo, where the energy seems stuck, where things seem like they're not moving, it's really important to cultivate more faith. They're the hardest times sometimes to have faith when you're not seeing evidence in the physical, when you're not getting external validation of the work that you're doing, but know that you are doing the work. And everything that is happening for you is happening for you, not to you. And also wherever you're at right now is exactly where you're meant to be. And so really important to feed the faith over the fear, and you will get out of that dark thoughts and that dark energy as well. All right. Bottom of the deck, one of my favorite cards, Present Power. Your power is potent in the present. You are the power in the present, and you have the power to change any situation and circumstance that you are not enjoying. But it's about being here now and really understanding that what you think, do, and say in the present is what's creating your future. And so if you want to have more love, more abundance, more happiness, more joy, more faith, it's really, really time to be in a space where you are saying that to yourself. use affirmations. There's incredible videos on YouTube that really help to train your mind and shift your energy to focus here and now on the present moment and building something beautiful for the future. All right. So with that, I'm going to do final messages from the Divine Masculine using the Eternal Messages deck by Lorena OG. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. What final messages do you want to bring through that the Divine Masculine has for the Divine Feminine at this time? What else? Ooh, these two are like kind of falling out together. All right, one more. No message. Okay. Thought about taking a trip with you. So they're definitely contemplating how to move forward in this situation, how to move forward in this connection. Even though there's been a lot of heaviness, a lot of darkness around them, you're their bright light. You're what helps to keep them moving forward. And they think about building with you. They think about taking trips with you. They think about connecting with you all the time, whether they do or not. They're still thinking about it. So the energy is there. Even though we're not together, I just can't see myself letting go. Yeah, they're not ready to let go. Some of them just aren't in a good space to be with anyone at this time. I've been hurt by love before, dealing with a lot of issues of hurt, dealing with a lot of stuff from the past. It's coming up for everybody, but the Divine Masculine's really, really dealing with that at this time. You have really been by my side. I see that, and I do cherish you for it. They cherish and adore you, and you're always on their mind, no matter what. I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. So for those of you who feel like your person ignores you or just doesn't even have the same feelings that you feel, they absolutely feel the same. They're just protecting this connection at this time because the timing isn't right to come together. But both of you are healing, things are growing, and the timing is moving forward. Especially there's going to be this beautiful energy coming in around that Lion's Gate 888 or 886, because we're in a 6-year energy. So it's going to be very, very, very healing and very good for divine counterparts. Bottom of the deck is I act happy, but I am not. And so just know that for a lot of you, you guys are mirroring each other's energy right now, and you're both feeling the same things, even though maybe it's not communicated. You both are really tapping into the same things. And so it's really, really important for the Divine Feminine to focus on what's good, what's working, and to continue to build upon what's working and to move beyond the consciousness of lack. Feed your faith, not your fear, all right? I feel like doing one more message for the Divine Feminine right now. I feel like you guys need it. So I'm going to use this affirmation deck, see what wants to come through. One final message for the Divine Feminine. And I have a separate Divine Feminine video. I just, I'll film it this weekend when I have more time, all right? One final message, Spirit, for the Divine Feminine. Surrender and release. That thing you are holding on to so tightly with an iron grip fist, let it go. Breathe in. Gather the dust up from every corner of your body until you no longer feel it lurking deep within the depths of your soul. Pause at the top of your breath and release it on a long exhale. A steady breath out. Pause again and ask, Can you surrender to the final outcome? Can you surrender to how things come back to you? Can you surrender to the knowledge that they may not? Surrender to all possibilities, accepting that what's in store is greater than anything you could ever imagine. Surrender, dear one, and watch how you rise. It's beautiful. I love that that last part. Surrender to the possibilities, accepting that what's in store is greater than anything you could ever imagine. Surrender, dear one, and watch how you rise. All right. It's a great place to end. Sending lots of love to everyone, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Take care.